Today, we have Maria Knuth in front of this camera and in front of the microphones. And I would just like to do a Q&A about who is Maria Knuth. It's great. Maria is a consecrated woman of Regnum Christi. And they see us always up there giving talks or organizing camps or retreats and giving spiritual direction and things. But a lot of people usually don't know who is Maria.
This could be scary, Father.
So it's for her to be known, right? To get to know in a deeper way who she is. And I hope you do care about this because I do. And I'd like people to get to know who you are. Especially all our Louisiana people and people who've known you throughout the years. Maria has been very involved with youth ministry, ESOID work in Regnum Christi for years. So yeah, I think it helps a lot when people see kind of just that we are normal people that have been called by Christ to follow him in a special way. So she didn't know what she got herself into today. So
I don't think I did. But, part of it is just being, let's, be open for the adventure.
Yes. And I got my coffee. We got a fruit basket. This is great. And if she doesn't like this, she can throw fruit at me. So it's okay. All right. So, Maria.
Yes, Father.
First question. So who are you? Where are you from? And kind of your family of origin.
Awesome. So I am originally from northern Minnesota. So
that's far north.
It is. It's not too far from where the Mississippi River starts. So I grew up kind of the area of Minnesota is like lakes and trees. It's a very beautiful area, pine trees and glacier lakes. Very cold, lots of snow, but kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, God can call anyone.
Yeah, sure. I'm from the Philippines, so it's like total opposite.
Yeah,
I was
very
like
different.
Flip-flops and shorts my whole life, basically.
Yeah, I was in like snow pants, jackets, and cover yourself completely because it's like 40 below zero, you know?
Like, hey, I'm Maria.
That was kind of the way it was, but it's fun.
Anyway. Okay.
And I'm the middle of 5 kids.
Okay.
Very Catholic family. The oldest is a boy and then all girls. So
really?
My brother went to the Legionary Seminary for a while. He discerned out, but he did discern with the Legion for a time. So it was a lot of girls. I always felt like Little Women. Or my dad would be like, blessed among women because he'd be the only guy around most of the time. And then right now, all of my siblings, we all discerned our vocation. So my older brother with the Legion, my older sister with the consecrated, she's now married, has kids. Then it's me. Then my sister right under me is a Dominican sister. So she's a Nashville Dominican Sisters, Sisters of St. Cecilia. And then my youngest sister discerned with us, the consecrated, and then with the Carmelites, but also is married and has 3 kids. So
wow,
there you go.
So you have 6 nieces and nephews?
6 nieces and nephews.
Wow, it must be fun.
It is fun.
That must
Aunt
be
duty is the best duty.
Aunt duty's the best duty. Mm-hmm. I'm an uncle to 3 nieces. I'm waiting for the boys to show up, but that's all I got. No, they're great. They're wonderful.
Have fun with those. Have fun. They're fun.
Well, thank you. That's nice. Yeah, 5 kids. Middle child. I'm a middle child too.
I do have middle child syndrome.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
It's okay. They're
Keep everybody together too.
God calls a lot of middle children. I don't know why.
Because we're cool.
Or we're in need of more mercy.
Also that.
Than a lot. So, okay. That's great upbringing. Great. So first is what was, if you can remember, what is your first ever like deep experience of our Lord? A memorable like young youth experience of Christ.
Okay, the one that comes to my mind first of all was when I was like probably 10, and I went to this summer camp with some Franciscans, and kind of random, but I stayed with them like an extra day. So I stayed. They had like a chapel in their convent, and I stayed just in my little sleeping bag on the floor. Which probably can't do that nowadays. I don't know. Anyway, but back then, but I remember falling asleep like little girl, little Maria, cuddled in my little sleeping bag, and the chapel doors were like a little bit open, and I could see the little red sanctuary light saying that Jesus in the Eucharist was there. And And I just had this experience of like Jesus being there, that he was a real person, and that we were friends. And I don't even remember exactly if we like said anything. It was more like that sense, kind of like almost like a safe space to like falling asleep and just kind of looking through the crack and being like, Jesus is there. He's got my back. So that's kind of one of my more like conscious memories of friendship, kind of like a growing friendship with Jesus.
That's wonderful. Wow. Sorry, you're talking. I was just remembering even my own childhood. We have those just simple realizations as a kid of who Christ is.
Yeah.
That mark you for life, and
Yeah.
he's now your spouse,
He is.
Jesus.
Best one.
Yeah. So, okay, that's good. When was the first time you met Regan Christie or the consecrated?
I met the Legionaries first because of my brother kind of discerning his own vocation. So I think I met them when I was 11-ish. And I think I met the consecrated around that time as well. When I met the consecrated, I was kind of like, they're associated with the thing my brother's doing, in a little 11-year-old brain. But my first impression of the consecrated when I met them was, these women really love Jesus. And they're doing something about it. And they're happy, So that was like my first impression of the consecrated. And I was like 11, 12.
Oh, wow. Okay. And weren't you like one of the first ECYD missionaries? You were the first.
Here in the US, I was. So I think the ECYD missionaries started in Mexico in 1996. No, I'm giving you my age. No. In 1997. In 1997, I gave my summer as an ECYD missionary. And I was one of the first 3 in the United States to do that.
No way. Who are the other 2? Is it
2 other young women from Indiana?
Okay.
And I was from Minnesota. So we were kind of Midwest girls.
And how was that experience?
Oh, was a life-changing experience.
Oh, really?
And that sounds so cliche, Father, but probably if you kind of would do like a map of your life, key moments, that was a key summer for me.
Not really.
Principally because of how it developed my relationship with Jesus and my own personal growth. I think I just learned a lot. I grew a lot from the experience.
Okay. Wow.
And I think Jesus kind of made it a little more clear that he was calling me. But
that's awesome.
That's like part of it. But I think just in and of itself, the experience was, I just grew a ton from the experience.
Yeah. Were you always kind of that adventurous type of personality? Or sorry, I'm assuming that she was, because you just went all the way to Mexico or maybe not.
I didn't go to Mexico. I went to Rhode Island for my missionary
summer.
Oh,
sorry. I thought you went. Okay.
Yeah.
Why am I
so I was, Mexico? But Rhode Island was like halfway across the country.
It's almost like going to Mexico.
And Canada. I went to Canada, which is almost like going to Mexico. That's like, its own jungle.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Love Canada.
True North.
Actually, I'm practically Canadian because it's just a few hours away. But anyway.
That's true.
I do love Canada. Point being is that, I think I'm a person I always like as a challenge.
Okay.
And I feel like Jesus always kind of like knew that, kind of works with me on that. So it is a little adventurous. I think I like the challenge. I think I like to try to figure things out.
Independent.
I like to figure things out. And I like to work with people too. But I am a hard worker, and I'm, it's not like I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do this, or I push myself out of my comfort zone. Yeah. It's not necessarily because I'm always like, oh, I love to do that. It's just like, do we need to do that? Do I feel called to do that? Let's do it.
Yeah, naturally. It's been a joy to work with Maria for years. I tell people this, that when I was in Rome as a theologian and I was working in the ECYD general office, and I had to like do
Brother Jaime got an earful from me.
This was in 2016. So it was like 7 years ago, almost 8. I had to kind of follow up how work in the US was going from Rome. And at one point I told Maria, it would be so wild if we worked together in the same city eventually.
And look at us. Look at us. We've been having a good time.
Yep. I mean, she just leads. I just follow. I'm just kidding.
No. We collaborate. Yeah. We work together.
Good. Yeah. I love the whole thing of like you have your own lanes of work, but then like, that someone is actually working on that lane that's actually right next to yours, and you can ask for help and support and collaborate whenever you
She's
need
beautiful.
to. So you're not alone. We're not alone. Okay. All right. Fun questions. One, what is Maria Knuth's favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert? Ooh,
If it was your birthday, and someone asked you, "Hey Maria, what do you want for your dessert?"
I would say something like key lime pie or
Take notes.
Tiramisu.
Everyone, take note.
Now I'm gonna get like, whoa.
A lot of tiramisu for Maria for her birthday, which is on March 6th. I knew it starts with an M. March 6th.
March, kind of goes.
So what's your birthday? March 6th.
March 6th. There you go.
All right. What is your if you had a favorite song to pray to, what would it be?
I feel like different songs change for me, but this isn't just because it's Father Jaime. I do like a lot of the RC Music Collective songs.
I was waiting for that answer.
I think one of my favorite ones is Heart Like His.
No Other Heart Like His.
Yeah. That one.
That one. No Other Heart. Listen to that.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite one of your favorite gospel passages?
Again, kind of depends on the moment, which ones I'm praying with. But let's say I really have appreciated in the past year or so John 2, which is the wedding at Cana.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Learn a lot from Mary in that passage.
Well, you got to do whatever he tells you.
You do.
Yeah.
And you got to be willing to just have that type of trust like Mary, I kind of imagine she goes up to Jesus and being like, they have no wine.
That is
and
true.
then walks away because she knows he'll take care of it.
Oh, that's a whole like hours of meditation there.
Yes.
A different type of surrender. That's not just abandonment, but like almost like indifference. Like God's gonna take care of it. Anyway, Good. Okay. What is that one thing you cannot leave home without? Like in your pocket, on your purse, or whatever.
Cell phone. My calendar's in there. My
life.
My life. No, that's like leaving. I never leave without it.
Okay,
But something else I have in my purse?
What?
A map of New Orleans.
You have a map of New Orleans?
Yeah, I love maps.
You love maps?
I love maps.
That's so funny.
And I love to be able to see. I like to see. So I carry along a map of New Orleans.
Not even your phone map. You just have
no.
a map.
I just have a real paper map.
That's so funny. So for her birthday, aside from the tiramisu, you could give her maps of the world. What is one secret talent that people may or may not know that you have, aside from being a saint in the making?
As long as we don't actually video this, I can juggle apples and eat them at the same time. Nope, we don't have any.
When did you learn that?
When I was a teenager.
That's so funny. Okay.
Yeah, my sister and I, the one right under me, we would be clowns. Yeah, kind of funny. She would ride
Maria was a clown.
Listen. She would ride a unicycle. I would go on stilts. She would ride under me. We would juggle together, pass things back and forth.
No way.
Juggling apples, eating them. She would do like card tricks. We would do balloon animals. Yeah, kind of random.
Was it a side job that you do?
It was like a side job.
That's so funny. Maria Knuth was a clown.
Yeah, funny.
Literally
funny. Yeah, except I don't think I could have made a career of it. Just not like that naturally funny.
That's so funny though. Wow.
Anyway,
I didn't know this. None of this is
tried.
scripted, so I have no idea. What
Yeah,
she was
wow.
gonna say, but
you were not prepared for that,
was
were
a
you?
clown in high school. Father John Klein, who does music with us, he loves balloon animals, and he can recreate balloon animals. So, priests and consecrated, we're not boring people. We have a life. We had a life. We have a life. We have talents. In one phrase, why did you decide to become a consecrated woman, a firm Christy? In a phrase. I mean, it's a long
one phrase.
Or one, I don't know, just brief.
Because I felt called to give my life totally to Jesus and lend myself with him to save the world.
Wow.
In phrase.
Yes.
I just have been always so moved by the mission of Jesus to bring people to heaven. So always my call and my vocation is like this. It's like this intertwining of this passion for Jesus himself, like the person of Jesus, and being able to partner with him and collaborate with him in the mission.
Okay. Wow. That's wonderful. And if you were to tell, just a follow-up question, if there was a young woman out there who would be, you think, or they're asked you like, hey, should I become, or should I consider this? And they kind of feel a little tug, like, what would you say? Or what things would you recommend to someone that would be probably thinking about whatever life of consecration to the Lord?
I think no matter what vocation you have a vocation. Life is a vocation. So every young person should be asking themselves, what is Jesus calling me to? And I would say most importantly, build your friendship with Jesus. Build your friendship with Jesus. Because if you build that relationship with him, that listening to him, that response to him, that trusting in him, I mean, whatever vocation you have just kind of flows, because it's always just a response to his invitation, to his love, to his call.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Now y'all can listen to that and share this. I think we all share the same thing. Probably would have said a very similar thing, but it's true. It's an
I just love Jesus a lot.
Yeah.
There you go. He loves me a lot, which I think is even more impressive, actually.
Yeah. That is I wrote that I remember writing it in my journal and sharing it with my family when I was like in my first year. I go, because they asked me like, so why are you doing this? I go, because Jesus loved me so much that I want to just give that love 100% to everybody freely. That's awesome.
He's my passion.
He is your passion. Was that you who said that at one point, or
I
someone?
don't know. I just say he is.
Jesus is my passion.
Jesus is my passion, and pretty much leads you to do crazy things. When you're passionate about something or someone, you pretty much do anything.
Do crazy things.
You do crazy things.
Yeah. If Christ is your passion, who leads you to do crazy things? If your life were a song, this might be hard, but if your life were a song,
this girl is on fire. This spontaneous, right?
Finish my question.
That's what you're going for. That's what you're going for. Yeah. That's
awesome.
How I describe it. That's how I describe it.
Alicia Keys, right? Alicia Keys. There you go. Shout out. You have inspired Maria. You've described her life. Probably, maybe the chorus. I don't know. I don't even know how the verses go, but
I don't either. I just that
this
concept,
girl's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Maria's a passionate individual, so sometimes too much. I'm just kidding.
Never too much.
What has been your most powerful experience of youth work, and maybe in particular, like anyone in their journey with Jesus Christ, and you kind of being the person accompanying or even just observing how that went for that person?
That's a hard question, especially because there's so many kids. So like all these memories just kind of go,
I knew it
through my mind.
Loaded.
Yeah.
Or just one, or
I think
even
it's
your
more,
own.
I think I would say even more. It's like what moves me so much is when I can be like part of the story of somebody else encountering Jesus. And it doesn't get old for me when, you just killed yourself for a summer camp pretty much and you're exhausted and crazy drama and all that. And then you have a girl basically tell you in her, teenage words that she had a great conversation with Jesus, that Jesus spoke to her, that she was moved by that. Or, girls that I've known since they were little and accompanying them through, now they're young professionals or they're married and they're already moms, So I've walked with them for lots of years, and you just see a beautiful relationship they have with Jesus. And I get to stand back and kind of witness that. I just don't think there's anything more beautiful than someone who is a friend of Jesus and says yes to Jesus. So I think, getting to be part of that, pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's motivating, right? It's like seeing the fruits of your consecration.
Yeah. And it's just, someone can love Jesus a little more.
Yeah. The
Awesome.
more we can do that, the better. right? So that's wonderful. But thanks for that. It's a wonderful note to end on.
Well, thanks for this little Q&A, Father.
Yeah, she's one of many awesome people that are serving the Lord. We've tons of priests and consecrated women and men around the world. And there's four consecrated women here in Louisiana, and then there's 7 legionaries here. So we're really trying to serve our local church, the state of Louisiana, and also Regnum Christi in a very special way, ECYD, by doing exactly that, helping people discover the love of Jesus Christ with every creative juice we have in our brain, every ounce of our lives. I love saying that we who have consecrated our lives completely to this mission, to Christ, we are called, and I think we are, the more we try, we are overflowing chalices of his love, and we're called to be those vessels that overflow, and whatever else trickles down, it flows into the hearts of other people who also eventually become overflowing chalices of that love. But we have a privileged place, very humbling, but that's our life, 24/7 till the day we die, and probably even after that. So sorry, I got to be
to infinity and beyond.
Thanks, Buzz. If Maria were a Pixar character,
oh no, we're not going down there.
Would she be? She'd be like Rex from Toy Story, or Bo Peep. No, probably not.
I'm not feeling the Bo Peep.
She'd be Zurg. You'd be anyway. Sorry, kind of got sidetracked with infinity and beyond. But anyway, well,
eternity
thank you.
And beyond.
Well, thanks, Maria.
Thank you, Father.
I appreciate your time. Appreciate
yours.
who you are.
Appreciate you too.
And onward to infinity and beyond.
Amen.